we want to do a Van Halen set. I guess it'd be a tribute. There was no tribute bands in LA at that point. Really, I mean, there was like maybe, I think Cold Gin, which was a Kiss thing at Tommy Thayer, and then he did for a little bit.
Right.
I said, just pay my fucking crew, my beer, my truck, and so I'm gonna honor this date. And he said, what are you gonna call it? I'm like, because you had to put something in the paper.
Right.
And I'm like, so I had a Van Halen music book flipped over and it's on the floor. And I looked at the back of it and had, track listing from Van Halen. And I go, Tommy Punks. That's fucking how it happened. And, so we were going to do it one time, because I was embarrassed actually, because I didn't move to California fucking playing a tribute band or cover band.
Right.
I was writing my own music. And my band was kind of, it was Van Halen like. I couldn't escape that, but we're like sheepishly going into this gig, man. It's like, fuck, man, because you did not play covers in L.A.
Right.
Unless you were in like a corner bar band or some shit like that.
Right. Right.
It's just everybody's out there to try because the original thing happened.
Right.
But it was '93, and there was shit else going on.
Right.
And we hadn't all cut our hair yet, so. I went in, we played that one show. People freaked the fuck out.
Right.
And they wanted, he wanted us back, the next week, and next time it sold out.
Wow.
Wow. World traveled that fast because, the whole thing, it's just one of those things where, it was difficult because now I had to learn the fucking parts correctly.
Right. Exactly.
Deep in oh shit, what have I done?
Right.
The rest of you assholes, like, drums and bass. Well, the bass player, has got a little. Ralph, he knew all those songs the second he walked in that rehearsal studio.
Wow.
He just because Dave was his guy,
Right.
And let me say something about Ralph right now. Ralph, if you're listening, send this to him.
Okay.
Ralph Saines is the most talented vocalist I've ever met in my life. And the reason being is that, he almost never had a bad show.
Wow.
He would or hit bad notes or anything like that. He's got great pitch, great intonation,
right,
great timbre, great hair. You think he owes me money when he's saying all this shit.
we should tell our listeners Ralph is now known as what? Michael Starr?
Michael Starr and Steel Panther.
From Steel Panther. Do you still speak to him?
Yeah. I sit in with those guys when they were down. I'm in Florida now. They were up in Orlando over the summer.
Okay.
I talk to him all the time.
Okay, cool.
Matter of fact, I just called him yesterday. Has he called me back? No, lead singer. Okay. I fucking end up calling him fucking 2 or 3 times. So.
Do you tell him that? Do you say you're such a lead singer? Why don't you ever call me back the first time?
Well, yeah. We would fight over stuff, that were minor, but it's like we couldn't get in, major altercations about anything because we weren't writing material. It's like so. It wasn't. I always got along with Ralph pretty much, and I got a lot of affection for the guy. He's fucking hit a lick with his fucking Steel Panther stuff. Let me tell you, the band's great. Russ Parrish is a monster guitar player. Lexi Fox has the best makeup and hair in the business. And so if you guys don't know who Steel Panther is, they're a metal parody band that is bigger than most metal bands.
Right, exactly.
That they parody.
And they play original
Right.
songs.
Yeah, they play original songs. They're a little bit tongue-in-cheek also,
Yeah.
My heart belongs to you, but my cock is community property.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
Exactly. How long were you and Ralph in Atomic Punks together?
6 years.
6 years. So until you went up with Dave?
Yeah. So how that happened was.
Yeah.
But let me get back to the Punks for a minute.
Okay.
So we were always. I was always a little bit. All of us were a little bit like this is not what we want to be doing. But, we worked on our separate projects. Original stuff or not. I did film and television cues, and Ralph went off with LA Guns at one point. Joe was in a signed band called California that didn't go anywhere. But we also didn't look at it like it's the fucking coolest music you can fucking play if you're a fucking musician.
Exactly. Yeah.
It doesn't get any better than that.
Right.
So, and to be. I'll send you guys a show that Ralph and I did at Billboard Live, which was the old. It was Guitarists, then it was Billboard, then it was the Key Club, and then now I don't know what the fuck it is. It's probably tore down.
Right.
It was in '97.
And
I go back and listen to that stuff, and I'm like, it sounds like fucking old Van Halen, man.
Wow. Bart, did your set list span from Van Halen 1 to 84?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, I know most of that catalog. There's a few ones out there that I don't know.
Right.
or don't remember or, need to brush up on me. I wasn't a fan of, the keyboard shit. I mean, we played Jump. I mean, I think we did that at one point. I did in Dave's Band. I mean, I'll Wait is not a favorite song of mine.
Right. What were some of the deep tracks that you guys really got into that the fans loved?
Oh, shit, man. I mean, we did it all.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we did every song off the first record. We did every song off the second record except for You're No Good, I believe.
Right.
Third record, we did In the Simple Rhyme,
Uh-huh.
Not many people know what that is. We did, of course, we were opening with Romeo Delight most of the time.
Right.
Which is, Van Halen's classic opener.
Yep.
Diver Down, little guitars off Diver Down.
Uh-huh.
And then Fair Warning, I think we did Unchained, So This Is Love. I did Mean Street and Dave's Band. We didn't do that in the Punks.
Right.
So I did shit. I did songs in the Punks that I didn't do in Dave's Band and vice versa.
Right. Excellent.
And so,
look, what would you do over 84? Do you do Drop Dead Legs or Top Jimmy?
No, and those actually are two songs I don't know that well.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I kind of know them, but I was going to learn those.
Uh-huh.
Just for sure fuckery. Because, sure fuckery is what I'm good at.
So let's see if we can get to, how did you get in contact with Dave? How did that all come about?
The Punks, we refined it. I want to say something about that, too. I'm still not done with that. And I'm getting to it. Is that, I started getting into the tracks, and I had to, learn them as best as I could with what time I had because we tried to change the set list up all the time when we went out. And so, that band provided me a fucking great living for 6 years. I mean, I've been blessed. I've really never had an official day job, So, I didn't get in touch with Dave. Dave kind of came to me because, we drew a certain element of, Hollywood because of where we were at, and it became a big thing. And so celebrities or musicians would show up. And I think a few of the Van Halen guys came down at one point or another. I mean, I met Ed at FM station through Matt Bruck. Matt Bruck also helped me with some of the tones and stuff. He's Eddie's tech.
Right, Eddie's tech, right, sure.
Yeah, Matty was great. I mean, he gave me, and so he introduced me to Ed. I met him. I went to see Matt's band play. He was in a band called Zen Boy, and Ed was there that night. And so I'm just like, now I'd met Ed one time before, I was a 17-year-old kid that was stalking him on the Fair Warning tour. And I have an autograph on my wall that he signed that night. It says, "Look out for Bart, Ed Van Halen."
Nice.
Little did you know, Ed, I was going to steal your singer. No, well, one of you had discarded. I picked one up that you left on the roadside or whatever. So at the station that night, and they had seen all the videos and stuff like that. I mean, Billy Sheen would come down and sit in, and this guy and that guy. I mean, Billy would sit in, and I'd play rhythm, let him go solo. So Ed was there that night. So Matt introduces us. He knows who I am. And he goes, "You want to come out the car and listen to Balance?" It was a record they just did. I'm like, "Fuck yeah, Ed." Fucking, I got in his car, Well, nice. Fucking, he's got a fucking case of Heineken in the back, and fucking, the stickers are still, he's got a brand new Beamer, and he's still got the fucking stickers on the windows.
Oh my God.
I'm going, that's some rock star shit right there. and man, I spent an hour and a half probably in his car just talking to him, asking him every question I ever wanted to do.
Wow.
Like, why are you so fucking good? You sold your soul to the devil along with Robert Johnson's at the Crossroads. Did you know? No. I said, what's your earliest, and I knew the answer to this, I thought already. I said, Ed, what's your earliest, childhood musical memory? And he said, his dad playing horn.
Okay.
And you think about it, he phrases like a horn player. He isn't phrased like a guitar player or a pianist or anything. He phrases like, da-da, ba-da-da-da, I mean, all those legato lines and stuff like that. And that's where he got it from. His dad was a saxophone player and a clarinetist.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Clarinetist?
Clarinet, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sure, it's a word now.
Clarinet player.
Clarinet player.
Yeah.
I mean, he played clarinet on Big Bad Bill.
Right.
Which, by the way, we did that one.
Did you?
Wow.
Yeah, and we hired a clarinet player.
That's awesome.
Big bad Voodoo Daddy, my friend.
Wow.
And it's cool. Like, so what happens is, I said, Ralph, we're going to do Big Bad Bill. He says, okay. I said, you don't know the lyrics to that fucking song. You can't possibly, I started playing it because I just learned it, He fucking sang it straight through. I'm like,
wow.
God almighty.
Nice.
It's like, is Dave your dad?
Could be.
Could be. I should think about that.
So what did X think of the Atomic Punks and the whole tribute band thing?
He thought it was cool, man, because, I mean, I was really afraid. I'm like, oh, God, he's going to fucking hate. Because he used to say, you know, imitation was a form of flattery. But I go, Ed, man, I do this with the utmost respect and playing your parts right to the best of my ability. He goes, oh, man, you know, I'm just like you guys. I go, no, you're not. No, you're fucking not. And so I asked him, you know, I go, you're fucking, you know, he was just fucking so gracious to me. I mean, he's so cool to me. You know, I mean, some people may not have had the other experiences with him, but I did.
Right.
I asked him, you know, what his signal chain path was on Van Halen 1, which I was very curious to hear. Because I'm obsessed with that record. I'm still to this day.
Sure.
He thought for a minute. He didn't really remember at first. He started thinking about it and he told me.
Wow.
And so I went out. I went out and made a few adjustments and did that.
Wow.
You know, and so you know, it was just a really cool vibe, and so all the band, you know, they all knew who we were, and they,
right.
You know, we were alive in L.A. You know, and it was an internet age, so I didn't realize how big the band was becoming.
Right.
Like in other regions, actually across the world. I'll tell you a funny story about that in a minute.
Did the Atomic Punks play beyond California? Did you guys tour?
I mean, we went to Arizona. I mean, we pretty much played in California. We played Arizona. I think that's about the only other place Arizona.
And how often would you play in Cali in a week?
Shit, man. I mean, we were almost the house band at FM station. I mean, we did 2 nights. We did Friday, Saturday nights there.
At which venue?
FM station.
Oh, FM station.
Filthy McNashy. Yeah, you remember the drunk Jägermeister German?
Right.
Oh, his initials. Got it. Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
filthy.
Gotcha.
Is that where Dave saw you?
No, I mean, okay. So what happened was, and I actually did. I don't remember exactly what the chronological order of this was, but I had to go and I gave a kidney to my brother in '97.
Wow.
So I had to go do that. So I was off the market for probably about 6 months or a year.
Right.
Recouping from that whole thing. And so right around that time, I think it's right before I left, maybe somebody in his camp, or I'd sent a tape when he was at Bally's or something. They contacted me and Ralph to write a song. He was trying to find songs for ELR bands before, you know, recorded that with John 5. So we submitted some stuff. He didn't end up using it. So I had, you know, contact with that camp, you know, handlers and stuff like that, you know, from even before I even got the gig. We started playing a strip club in, of course,
right.
In Pasadena.
Okay.
You know, right. You know, it was a place called Pleasures.
Okay.
Which is a good, I guess, a good name for a strip club.
Absolutely.
Right? So it was a pretty big place. So they had bands in there, and you know, we were doing it pretty regularly. You know, one time I heard a few times Dave was in there, you know, because he loved strip clubs.
Right.
And you know, and then Michael Anthony just showed up one night, you know, unannounced with his entourage with Dugan and those guys, which I knew, and sat in with us. You know, and that was a treat.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I swear to God, I got a tape of that somewhere. I mean, he sat in with the Punks a bunch since then. I just remember, well, we really sound like Van Halen now.
Missing piece.
Hey, Mike, what are you doing, man? You getting touring? I mean, Van Halen's not doing shit. You won't fucking play with us. But he got off on it so hard, man. I mean, he's like, man, it's like 78 up there again. But I just remember when he fucking opened his mouth and started singing, it was like a cannon.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't sing falsetto. That's fucking head. That's chest
I know.
voice.
It's crazy. I
mean, and it's loud as all get out.
Oh yeah.
And somebody finally played the bass parts right.
Oh man.
It was great. You know, it's a highlight. I mean, I got a picture on my website and on my wall in here. Me playing with Mikey. Somewhere around that time, I got a call. There's a guy named Kieran McClellan who lived in Dave's guest house, who was an engineer.
Okay.
And he came down with Allison Roth, Dave's sister, scoped me out.
Okay.
You know, because they were going to put a band together. Because Lowry didn't end up going with him for, you know, the DLR band record.
Right.
And
right. John 5, yeah.
Yeah, John and Riley, John 5.
Yeah.
So he needed a touring band because he was starting to get, you know, some big dates happening.
Right.
So he needed a band. So, he was very well aware of us. I mean, like I said, you know, we were big in LA. So, I mean, if you were out there. You knew who we were.
Right.
If you're in the rock scene. So Kieran comes down. Allison, is really the one that gave us the props back. She's like, oh, gosh, you guys sound great. The background wasn't, because she was there since day one with Van Halen. It's Dave's little sister. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, sure.
And so,